Lord, share. Thank God. I give glory to your name. God bless me. Just God preserve my soul. God guide me as I'm about to educate some people who might already be in the same situation or who are still going to be in the same situation in future. I'm not praying for anybody in this world. I just want people to learn from it. And I want to say to everyone before I start talking that what I'm about to say, I'm not saying it to insult or abuse a gender. Both genders should pay attention to it because it could happen to a female and it could happen to a male. But I want to express my own experience as a man in the UK. Okay. I'm not going to go too much because some people don't even have the time to be watching YouTube video, especially when it comes to social media scene. I personally, I don't like it, but there's truth there. I have a program that I watch on YouTube now. It's very, very interesting. It's entertaining. I watch it because it's just entertainment. It's just for entertainment. Yeah. Anyway, quickly, I just want to advise young people who are going to relationship. If you are going to relationship nowadays, just be careful. Do a very good finding about the man or the woman that you are going to relationships with. If you don't, you will find out that you will regret it. And I'm Yoruba, and I'm actually from the Kingdom of Ekiti State. So I'm original Yoruba, even though I've been living in the UK for donkey years. I still remember my background, and I do understand that I was married to a British woman. And I say British, she's not white too. She's Nigerian, like her parents are Nigerian, but she was born here, just like Anthony Joshua. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Just like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is called African or Nigerian. I think maybe one parent or two parents or both parents, or maybe mixed. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what I don't know. But majority of Nigerians, we embrace him. Yeah, Nigerians are always proud of their own people. Anyway, side talk. Be very careful about who you date. Especially, no, let me not say especially. I was going to say be careful of Yoruba people. But I'm sure it happens in all tribes. Whether you are Igbo, Hausa, blah, 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 or Yoruba, it happens there. But having said that, in the same tribe, they are nice people. Why we will say they are terrible people, but they are also nice people in every tribe. We've got the good, the bad, and the ugly in every tribe. That's my own belief. That has always been my belief in day one. You understand? That's why I do not discriminate against people because of their tribe or race or what is it there, or even sexuality. I believe in Adam and Eve. You understand? But if you are Adam versus the Adam, that's your business. I do not discriminate against you because I study in UK, and as a journalist, I know that you should not discriminate against people because of their sex or blah. But having said that, I don't have to do what they do. I do what I like or what I prefer as a Nigerian, and I follow my conscience. Yeah. Anyway, may I go there? I want to use this video to teach people a lot of things in life. Trust me. If you notice the way I talk as well, you can see that my voice is down. My soul is down. My spirit is down. Because thinking of what I've gone through in this country with my ex-wife, trust me, some people won't be alive today. And I have 2 people that they actually killed themselves because of war, the same thing that I went through. You understand? But me, because I'm from a cherubim and seraphim mother and a Baptist father, reverend. So we've been taught never to commit suicide, never to take our life. And that's what keeps me strong. If I wasn't taught, I should have done it. Whether even if, according to the Bible and according to the way my mother and dad taught us, is that if you kill yourself or if you commit suicide, you will never go to heaven. My voice is changing. Whether it's true or not, I believe it. And that's what keeps me going till now. And it's going to keep me going forever. Anyway, let's talk. When I came to this country, yes, I was an immigrant, a student. That's the best way to put it. I was a student, foreign student. So I was going to school to renew my visa. And then, lucky for me, I met a woman. I'm not going to mention her name. And then she's from a rich family. But she was a bully. Let me put it that way. She was a bully. She was a nice lady, but she was bullying me. Like, not bullying me. She wasn't bullying me. I have to rephrase that. She was a woman, but you understand? Probably because she's from a rich family and I'm from a low-income background parents. So that was the difference between us. And also, when I met her, she knew my situation and she lied to me. She told me that, did she say she was born here or she's got a stay? But anyway, I came to find out that she was lying. She hasn't got a stay. Even that shouldn't be a problem. The only problem is she lied. And let me say this in Yoruba. You know, people with Igberaga, maybe it's something to do with her status from her family. Or Omolowo man ṣe Igberaga. And she wasn't the first Omolowo tí mo fẹ́ rí. Mo ti fẹ́ ọmọ kan Julie Pharmacy ní Ìkẹjà. Ọmọ bàbá yẹn ní Ìkẹjà. She was dumb and deaf. That will also show you again that I do not discriminate with people because whether they can talk or they can hear, I just take people. If I love you, I love you. That's the end of it. If I love you, I love you. End of it. But the only reason why I broke up with her was just because, say for example, she was pretty, she was gorgeous. To be honest, I think she fell for me because of the courage I had to come and chat her up, knowing her condition. I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's different. Oh. Anyway, this story is going on for 10 minutes now. I'm going to try and break it down now. Anyway, so whenever she comes or whenever she came to my house and I'm not in, she stays, she waits for me. But I found out that some people in my family, they could not communicate with her. It was difficult because she cannot hear and she cannot talk. So it's very difficult for people to communicate. So that's why I left her, because I knew it wasn't going to work. So I came to UK anyway. I had another girlfriend. She was a nice lady. She was a Christian, a born again Christian. I was happy with her. I actually planned to marry her, but because I came to UK at that tender age, when I say tender age, not really tender, but I think I was 20 going 2021 or maybe below, I can't remember now. Anyway, I came here, I still love her, and I plan to marry her when I make it in UK. But unfortunately, less than 6 months when I arrived here, she broke up. She served me breakfast, like Brother Boy will say. She served me breakfast. That really burned me. I actually wanted to die. Not that I killed myself, but it burned my spirit. I wasn't feeling well. I don't even know if any of my family realized it, but I was not in my heart. It broke my heart because I loved this girl so much. Anyway, put that aside. I went through a lot, and I can't remember the year, to be honest. Then I met my ex-wife. Her name is, what's her name again? Abiola Adebayo. Adebayo is probably her household name in Nigeria. But she was born here. I met her at a dance, and I just bravely walked up to her. She wasn't the only pretty woman there. Yeah, but I liked her. I walked up to her and talked to her, and then she agreed. But during the process of chatting with her, because in my heart, I thought she was a Jamaican. I didn't think she's a Nigerian, or she was a Nigerian lady. But then I asked her name. She told me her name is Abby. So I said, thinking, Abigail. I said, oh, you're Abigail. Because she's got a very good British accent, you understand? So I said, your name is Abigail. She said, no, it's Abiola. Moving on. We started dating, and I really loved her. She was like a replacement in my heart of my first love, the woman I planned to marry in Nigeria. She was that type of person. That's the way I held her in my heart. To God be the glory. We fell in love. I know she loved me, and I know I love her so much dearly. There's no doubt. People who know us, then we know that. So anyway, we were working hard. She actually, when I met her, she didn't have a job. She just finished secondary school. She was working. So, you know those kind of work, maybe part-time job at a chicken and chips. Can you imagine? Chicken and chips, that's what she was doing. Me that I've been to university, I've been to polytechnic before I met her. Anyway, we started rolling. I was a bus driver. I was DJing. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't started DJing at that time, but I was DJing in Nigeria. Not a big time DJ, just like a learner. You understand? So, but when I met her, I wasn't a big time DJ. I was just a bus driver, concentrating in driving a bus. You understand? So I was working hard. In those days, come on, I started bus driving in 1994. And in 1994, we were earning good money. And the cost of living was lower, not as not not as high as nowadays. So I was making money, I was saving, I was banking, less less liability on my shoulder. So we moved from my place, my house, or our house here. We had a house, which is where I am now. We moved from there to Hackney, near to our mom's house. That was a big mistake. Anyway, moving on. We were doing well. We bought a nice car. We have another car. We were riding two cars. We were making money. Then she advised me that we should open a joint account. Apart from my main account, we open a joint account. When we open the joint account, it's just to prepare for our future, innit? So we open it. I was the lion. I had lion share in the account. When I say lion share, trust me, like 70-30 lion share in the account. I'm thinking, well, I'm trying to jump, but something happened. She had a mental issue, which I think that mental issue runs in our family because a younger brother also had the same mental issue. I think it runs in our family. And I was there for her, protecting her, trying to support her to make her feel better. I tried my best. She assaulted me many times. I could not say it to anyone. She will assault me to the extent that, back in the days we used to have, I used to have a typewriter with a fax machine with other things, those 3-in-1 typewriter, this big. There was a time she smashed it on my head. I forgive her. Sometimes I know she loved me. She wasn't doing intentionally, but it was because of the mental stuff. Even sometimes, when you're just growing up and you are making it in life, you understand? And then your wife, all of a sudden, she will come out of her house not wearing slippers, not wearing shoes, and walk the street and acting like a mad woman, typically. That's what I saw. But it was a postnatal depression, they call it. Now it's developing into something else. So all these things, abuses I was going through with her, but I couldn't talk. Even her mom, she would come to my house, stay there all day. Even she would bring her friends to my own house. I was like a prisoner in my house because I would leave the living room and go and hide in the bedroom. I could stay there all day on my day off at work. So I was going through, I was bearing it. Even though I didn't like it, I told her, there was a time I told her, and she told her mom. She reduced it, but she calmed down again, and then she started again. I couldn't help it because I've told her once. So there was no reason for me to tell her twice or 3 times or all the time. I've told her she knew the right thing and she supported me. And she said it. She spoke to her and the woman stopped. But later, she started doing it again. She would stay in my house all day, bring all her friends, Nigerian women to the house. But her husband doesn't do that. The husband doesn't do that. I respect that man a lot. It's late now. He's so rest peace. He was the one that actually advised me to go to university and study journalism because he was a journalist when he was in Nigeria. That kind of man, active man too. Then he started being Bewudani. He had a degree. His wife was an illiterate, but she was the one controlling him. She became the controller of the house, control everything. Anyway, moving on. Then the abuse got to a point that I could not take. Even though I've got children with this woman and I love her, I could not take it because I kept thinking that if I stayed in this relationship, I'm going to die because she will kill me one day because of the abuse she was giving to me. It was too much. So I decided, I called a good friend of mine. I spoke to him. It was the only friend that I spoke to because it's not something that you can say to people. I said to him, I think I'm going to leave her and I want to leave her tonight. At that time, she's gone to work. I just wanted to leave quietly. Well, then in the morning she found out, then I speak to her. My intention was actually to just leave her for a while. So then when she comes back to her senses, when her mental problem went down or goes down or reduced, then I will come back and continue supporting her. But at this moment, the mental health was getting worse. That's why I left her. So when I left her, I only took one car, left another car with her to be managed because we got children in it. So I took the car with me, and the mistake I made, I did not go to the bank and withdraw my own share of the savings, which I had the right to do. I just thought, I'm leaving, I'm coming back again. So the money is still there because before this fight, before I left, I wanted to either get a business, that was what I was saving for, or mortgage a house. Those are the things I was having. I just thought I would decide on which one to do first. So then it got to a time I just wanted to go and withdraw maybe like, I don't know, maybe £100 or something from the account. I just wanted to do it. But I realized that she had cleared the account, my money. I'm estimating £15,000 that belongs to me alone. It could be more than that, it could be less than that, but I'm having a thought that it will be more than £15,000. She withdrew it and closed the account. So I went to the bank just to withdraw £100. They said the account is closed. I said, why? They said my other partner came to close the account. Then I asked, what about the money there? They said, when you close account, you take the money out. I said, what's the rule? A joint account, are we not supposed to split the money? It's a joint account. Why is it that she only came to close a joint account? Why? They didn't give me the answer. But at that time, I wasn't myself, to be quite honest. I just kept, because I was also in university at that time. I went back to uni because she was troubling me at work, at my job. So my assistant manager advised me that she's taking me to a child support agency, even though I was paying her £100 every week for the children. When I left the house, I continued paying £100 to her every week by check, which I showed the social worker when they came, but she lied again. She said it was the money that I was owing her. That's what she said, that I was owing her money. That's what I was paying back with the check. I showed the social worker, she saw it, and child maintenance is written on the check, but I don't know why. They still believed her. They made me pay nearly £50,000 on child support, which they were deducting from my money. Think about it. Isn't all this enough for somebody to just end his life? Like I said, I I had two friends who killed themselves because of the same issue that I was going through with my ex-wife. But I did not. But I'm making this video to share with my children in future, because they don't know the extent of what I went through with their mother. She told them blah 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 story to make me look like the bad person in the relationship. And maybe they believe it or not, but I'm gonna stop there. I just pray for my children. If they ever see this video in life, they should be strong. Be very, very strong, please. I beg you, be very, very strong. I want you to be strong. And I want them to understand that your dad went through a lot for a woman he loved dearly.